Hi everyone, my name is Desiree and this is the fourth video of my 4-part upper body focused series. This video is gonna be all about relaxation, restoring, recovery. What you're gonna need for class is a blanket, a strap, and 2 blocks. If you don't have any of those things, try to follow along and modify as best as possible. One thing with the strap especially is whether you can use a strap or a t-shirt, just as long as whatever you're using has no give or elasticity to it. All right, so let's get started in an upright seat. You can use your block, you can use a blanket, and you can also choose to be on your shins or cross-legged. Go ahead and grab your strap, right? Take your strap into your hands and bring your arms straight out in front of you. All right, now I want you to just bring your attention to your arms and just plug them back into your shoulders, to their sockets. All right, now give a light tug on the strap as if you could pull this apart, right? Just stay here and breathe. So we're going to be moving a lot slower today. So I really want you to take this opportunity to close your eyes as much as possible, to go in as much as possible, and really focus on the breath. All right, reach the arms up overhead and continue to pull the strap apart. All right, check in with the arms, pull them down into their sockets, keep the shoulders away from the ears so the neck stays light. All right, so as if we could pull the strap apart, we're going to bring the arms to a V shape. All right, reach out through the wrists. And then maybe you start to feel this sensation of the chest spreading, broadening, getting softer, lifting. This whole series I've been talking about this element of lift. So I really want you to accentuate and explore that now. All right, we're going to turn this into a side bend. So bring your attention, your focal point, down to a spot on your waist, right? I want you to think of reaching up through the left side of the waist, through the left side of the body, the arm, and then bend over to the right. If there's any movements that feel intuitive to you, feel free to take them and explore. Pull yourself back up to center. All right. Then we're going to shift that focal point over to the right side of the waist. Right? Think of reaching up along the whole right side of the body, up the arm, up, and then bend it over to the left. Again, if there are any movements that feel intuitive to you, by all means, take it. Go ahead and pull yourself back up. Okay. We're going to take a slight twist over to the right side. So we're going to walk that low belly over to the right. And then go ahead and come back to center. Let's walk that belly over from right to left now. Twist to the left. Come back to center. All right. Go ahead and reach those arms, reach that strap a little wider and start to take the arms back behind you. Right? And then I just want you to play with lifting and lowering the arms. Create this flossing action. Right. And then on your next breath, go ahead and lift the arms up. Release the arms down, and then just take the strap and set it off to the side. Remove whatever you're sitting on off to the side as well. Next, we'll need our blanket and our 2 blocks. 2 blocks, we're going to take one off the mat on its highest height. The second one is going to be on the mat on its lowest, widest height. The blanket, you're gonna find a shape like this. So whether it's a throw blanket, a beach towel, however you can get it to mimic this shape. Take the narrow edge of your blanket and start to roll it up so you make a mini bolster. The key to a smooth mini bolster is using a bit of tautness. And voila. Go ahead and lay the bolster down so that the bolster and then the two blocks kind of stack up. We're going to come to lay down on our side, and where we want the bolster to lay is in the same line as the bottom tip as the shoulder blade. So if you can reach your hand back on to feel where the bottom tip of your shoulder blade is, right, and then just draw that around to the front onto your rib cage, that will show you exactly where I want this bolster to lay. So go ahead and lower yourself down. All right, take the arm out to a T, and then adjust your blocks accordingly. Right. I want you to think of the hips being stacked, the shoulders stacked, but also feel free to adjust the legs or use any other props to help give you stability here. Right. I want you to take a moment on your side, see where else you can lengthen, see where else you can soften. We're going to take this into a side bend. So reach the right arm up and over to find that first block. Right? You can take it as far away as you need to, as close, as short. If this is too much on the shoulder altogether, you can always just rest this top arm on the blanket or bring the block down in front of you and rest it there. Wherever you are, I want you to breathe deeper into the body. I want you to see where else you're holding weight. And using your breath, I want you to let it all go. On your next inhale, breathe in a little deeper. And then see if, even if it's just energetically and not physically, if you can get any wider, if you can let go any deeper. Play with allowing the body to open a little bigger. Start to retract to your center. Release the top arm down. And then very slowly, we're going to transition onto our back. So you're just going to roll onto the back so that the blanket catches the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Adjust the blocks, the blankets, and anything else accordingly. Close the eyes if they're not already, and move back into your breath. As each inhale and exhale passes, allow your body to spread, to soften, to relax deeper with the breath. On your next inhale, breathe in a little deeper. We're going to prepare to move onto our right side. So you're just going to move again so that bolster is in line with the bottom edge of the shoulder blades. And just come onto your right side and pause. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders, but also feel free to modify the legs and any other support that you need. Right? Since this is more of a slower restoring sequence, right? The body's going to shift as we relax and spread. So do adjust accordingly. Reach the top arm up and over to find that top block or any other modification that you took on the other side. Tune into your breath. See where else you can expand to soften. And then here's that invitation to also play with any other openings or movements. On your next inhale, breathe in deeper. Release the arm down. Take a moment. This time we're going to roll onto our belly and come into a supported sphinx. So just move your blocks off your mat. Right? And in that same line that we've been staying in, right? Just roll onto the belly so that this bolster should rest on the ribs below that V shape of the rib cage. Right? Walk the shoulders under the elbows. Stay heavy in the legs, and then see if you can lengthen up from the pubic bone, through the sternum, through the chest, the top of the chest. Take a deep breath in and an even deeper breath out. Start to fold forward. Slide the hands back. Press up onto all fours. Move your bolster off the mat and return down onto your back. Straighten the legs. Bring the hands onto the body. Deepen the breath. As you move through these next rounds of deep belly breathing, bring your focus on the skin pressing into the hands and the hands pressing into the skin. Acknowledge this connection with yourself and just feel your own body moving with its own rhythm. Deepen your breath and prepare to move. Roll onto your side and use your arm as support for your head. Press your hand into the ground. Bring yourself upright. Take a moment to integrate to being back upright. Take one more deep breath in, followed by the biggest, longest audible exhale out through the mouth. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. My name is Desiree. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, I would love to hear them. Thank you again and enjoy the rest of your day.